It's 2 days before Christmas. Allow me to greet you all a very Merry Christmas. May your gatherings be blessed. When we talk about gatherings, of course, it's not just about food, although we've been having cooking segments here on the show, some tips, some recipes that you may want to prepare for your friends and loved ones this Christmas season. It's also about the drinks. It's also about the spirit, of course, and that's literally and figuratively. We're going to be teaching you some mixes today on the show to add some spirits to your holiday cheers. And of course, also since Christmas is a time of getting together with family and friends, I'm very thankful that this very busy woman has found the time to pass by and stop by Kababayan today because I've missed you. Miss Marian Bacol Uba, Marian the Foodie, welcome to Kababayan today.
Thanks for having me again. I love coming to the show and seeing you.
You've been so busy. Just recently, I guess I need to congratulate you and also thank you for doing your part in raising funds for victims of Typhoon Haiyan. Tell us about your event, which was written about even in mainstream blogs and media outlets.
Yeah, it was definitely a mainstream event for the cause. It was called LA or hashtag LA Loves PI, and it was a collaboration effort between me, Devin, Ken, and other bartenders and the Church Key to really come together and bring our resources where, you know, we're good with food and our skills with food and restaurants and mixology and bartenders and raise money. Like, have a good time, eat good food and drink, and we raised over $10,000 for GK.
Congratulations. Thank you. On behalf of GK, thank you as well. That will be allocated. We have volunteers on the ground working in Leyte, in Cebu, different provinces also to help rebuild the Philippines. But let me go back to bartending. You meet a lot of Filipinos, and we have a lot of Filipinos in the food industry. And now I'm finding out through you that there's also a lot of Kababayans in mixology and bartending.
There is. There's a lot. And we're just not as vocal about it. It's not something that, you know, Filipinos really talk about a lot, but there are so many, and they make such amazing drinks. And what was great about the LA Loves PI was that they were handcrafted Filipino-inspired drinks. We had like ube flavored drinks, green mango, and all the names had something to do with Filipino, like there was a Bicol swizzle is what Ken's going to make.
Right.
We had a Cebu Boo Boo. Like, it was, you know, and so it was great. Yeah.
What a fun event. I've heard a lot about it. Unfortunately, I missed it, but people are asking, are you doing another one?
Yes, yes, we definitely. There was people who were like, "What is ube?" It was really mainstream. There was a lot of non-Filipinos, and they loved all the flavors. And so we've had a lot of people asking, "When is the next, you know, Filipino cocktails event?" So
and this
definitely in the works.
Yes, we will look forward to that. But also, this comes as a surprise to me, knowing that there's a lot of Filipino bartenders and mixologists out there. Because, you know, coming from the Philippines, almost everyone there just only loves to drink beer.
Yes.
Right. So where did you find these bartenders?
Through, you know, working with restaurants in the industry, and they've become such good friends of mine. We love to eat and drink together and share that same passion. And what we did with LA Loves PI was kind of came together with what we love and doing something good.
And we're actually going to meet some of the bartenders. Do we call them bartenders or mixologists? That's today on the show as well. Is there a difference between the terms, or should I ask them later?
It's really a preference, but sometimes people think, well, and I think mixologists have more of a depth of knowledge of
people
the history.
Go to school to it.
We'll really know a history of where certain cocktails and certain spirits are from. Instead of just the basics, they know a lot of the small batch ones. They know the history of what that specific cocktail came from, maybe the regions, and, you know, so they have just a wider breadth of knowledge.
All right, and we'll know more later. We have Ken and Devin joining us on the program in just a little while. Also, we have some props here. That means we're going to be doing some drinking. Thanks to you, Marian. Every time you're here, I'm either drinking or eating. And also, bigger thanks to you from our community for putting, shall I say, pushing Filipino foods, Filipinos, and Philippines into the spotlight in terms of mainstream media.
We need to. You know, we're such a huge population, but we don't have Filipino food and drinks on the map, and that needs to change.
Why do you think that is? Does it, you know, are you getting some, are you encountering difficulties or challenges when promoting Filipino foods and drinks?
No, people love it. They're like, why don't we have more? They're constantly asking. You know, I recently did a modern Filipino dinner. They're like, we need to have more of this.
Right.
So there's definitely a need, and no one's really providing that much. So I'm trying to do a lot more Filipino-inspired food and drink events.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What resonates with the mainstream audience more? Is it the exotic maybe ingredients, maybe calamansi, ube, just because they're not familiar, or is it more the history behind Filipinos, Filipino foods?
It's both. Yeah.
And how are you doing that? Aside from events, I know you also have Culinary Escort. Tell us about it.
Well, Culinary Escort is a marketing, PR, and event company that works with restaurants and food. So, I do a lot of these type of events highlighting different chefs, different cuisines, different bartenders. So,
and through Culinary Escort and through Marian, we also get a taste of what's happening out there and what's in, what's out, and food trends as well, right?
And drink trends.
Yes, drink trends today on the show. Get ready to be drinking when we return. Don't go away.